Glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kabadash.
double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to everybody that's tuning in, listening, and learning, getting this edification from several brothers from the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Shalom. And the title of this lesson is going to be Go After the Narrow Path. You know what I'm saying? Follow the narrow path. Because that's the route, that's literally the only route that we was given by Yahweh Shai to be able to survive the dangerous times that we coming into. You know what I'm saying? To be able to endure and be able to bear the dangerous times that we coming into. You know, and we're going to get right to the scriptures. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7. And let me start at verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Right? So the way of destruction, if you desire to be destroyed, if you desire to live the way of life or death, then your gates and the entrance to that way of life is broad. It's expanded. You know what I'm saying? It's crowded. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to access. You know, we born into a world where we basically gradually exposed to things that's upside down according to the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord allowed the way of death to be right there in your face, open and ready, accessible. But when it comes to this truth, it takes time, it takes a calling, it takes, you know, reading, it takes, you know, all of these different things, you know what I'm saying, you know, pleasing the Lord. It takes all these different things just to access that narrow path, man. You know what I'm saying?
And, you know, when you go on that word straight, it goes into the position of difficulty, man. Because like the brother said, these people is, they used to microwave shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, you just get it, shit, give it to you. But when it comes to the kingdom of heaven, you have to work for that, you know. And when you work for something, you suffer to get something, that's when you appreciate whatever you receive even more. You know, you don't, you know, people that just, you know, that stuff was just given to them off of somebody else's labor, they don't appreciate it, man, because they don't, they didn't work to get it. It was given to them, man. But when you work to get something, you know, then it's more appreciative, man. And that's what the kingdom of heaven is gonna be. It's gonna be something that the elect is gonna first and foremost gonna appreciate. You know, because the elect is what suffering, going through that position of difficulty now, man. You know, the scriptures talk about through much tribulation shall we enter the kingdom. Going the word much, it goes into abundance. So we're going to go through a whole bunch of tribulation, a whole lot of tribulation, man, so we can receive the kingdom of heaven, man. It talk about them that came out of great tribulation. It's about who? The elect. So that's what this is about. This is about suffering all the way to the kingdom. You're going to suffer until you on a chariot, man, until you have that new body. Until then, you're going to keep suffering. You're going to keep going through things, you know, because it's all about the Lord trying, purifying you, man, making you perfect for his kingdom. You know, hey, scriptures talk about what? Before honor comes humility, man. That's all a part of humility process, you know, being going through these streets, these double straights, going through that straight gate, man. But you got it.
Right, and I just want to, I'm going to get right back to the scripture, but you made a beautiful point. Like, it's like you got to work for something to appreciate it. If the Lord were just giving us everything that we need, we'd be too comfortable. But it says, Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13, it says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be that which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. And few there be that find it. Right, so I'm going to read that again. It says, but straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. Right, so when you go into this word narrow, it says Strong's G2346. The Libo, it says, suppress as grapes, press hard upon. Right, so it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It might not be easy. a compressed way, narrow, straightened, contracted. It says to trouble, afflict, distress, right? So when like the brother had mentioned, and I'm gonna get that precept to back him up. This is the book of Acts, chapter 14 and verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Shah. So through much tribulation, through much straits, like the brother had mentioned the definition of that word straits, through much straits, that's how we're going to enter into the kingdom. Because it's work that has to be put forth, man, in order to endure, the Lord's work that we have before us. Now, this is the book of Acts. I mean, 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse, let me start at 4. I'll start verse 3. And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great, right? Because the kingdom and our riches and the reward that we're going to receive for doing this work is going to be broad, right? It's going to be extremely great. Verse 4 says, but put in case the entrance were narrow and like a river. So the entrance of this broad, paradise is very narrow. So it's not going to be easy to get through, but you all got to have that light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, he got something about the light at the end of the tunnel, because like the paths that we're going through to attain this level of righteousness, it's not easy. But you got wicked niggas that's basically living their lives like Edomites. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, the Lord is dealing with a certain remnant.
Anybody take the easy route, man. This is
Right.
about who can take the hard route. Everybody's not built for that. Everybody's spirit is not built for taking things the hard way, man. But hey, like Apostle Gabar said years ago, man, the man that has the strongest mind on the earth is the Lord's prophets, man, the men of the Lord. Those are the most strong-minded men on the earth right now, man.
Right.
Because they're able to maintain being this truth and going through sufferance and being in this wicked-ass kingdom and still serving the Lord, man. They talk about they that stand stiffly for the name of the Lord, man.
This book, that was a beautiful point. This book of 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 1. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Right? And I'm going to jump down to verse 3. It says, there be many created, but few shall be saved. Right? So the Lord is looking for that small remnant that's going to have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's going to have that stability of their times. That's going to have, you know what I'm saying, like the brother was saying, that strength of mind to be able to, respond to different conditions. Because you got to think about it, like a person that's taking a broad path, they comfortable. The scriptures talk about, the Lord coming upon them that's settled on their leaves. If you straight up comfortable and you ain't thinking nothing about no day of destruction or day that you should be preparing for mentally, that's going to shake, your stability, then you just going to get caught up, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to know what to do in a time of trouble. The Lord said he going to keep us during the hour of temptation for having that patience. So what more you niggas that don't even fear it? Because the scripture say the judgment shall begin at the house of Yahweh. So, and it say, what shall the end be of them that fear not? So if you don't even fear the Lord, you know what I'm saying, in that broad path, you just want to continue in that broad path in your laziness, not even fearing the Lord, what you think is going to happen when the time comes that, the men that did fear the Lord is using their talents? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be asked out. You ain't going to have no talents. You ain't going to have no knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. And you ain't going to have no stability of your times, man. Lord going to be plaguing these people mentally. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all type of mental plagues going on. You know what I'm saying? Because the time that you were supposed to get right was now. You got anything else?
Nah.
All right, well, Lord's willingness to edifying through water Yahweh Basham Shah for giving us the spirit to do this lesson. Till next time, we're going to Close out by giving all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makabadash.
Shalom, Kwame Sharala.